First of all, guys, sorry about my previous live stream. It's just that Steam Deck and StockX have really been driving me crazy. Uh, and we'll talk about that, the whole situation with StockX and Steam Deck. But let me tell you, man, Nintendo Switch, little Lenovo, Yoga, little laptops. I love these portable devices because you're not like, unlike a console. With a console, you're stuck uh, at, you know, your upstairs room or your downstairs room, whatever, and you have to be stuck at just one place playing the that console. Or if you are, with a desktop PC, you have to be stuck at that desk in the office, and you constantly have to be, at that one place. But with these portable devices, man, there's so much that you can do with these things, especially with the Steam Deck. But Nintendo has a lot of cool features, which I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of. The best Switch game so far um, has to be Zelda, Breath of Wild. Zelda has to be Zelda. But there's, Nintendo Switch Sports. I've been playing Nintendo Switch Sport. I've been playing that. I've been playing this game called The Letter. It's like a visual novel. Pretty cool game. I'll show you in a minute. I've been playing this game. Uh, so there's tons of games that you can play. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 sec. Just gotta double check something here. There we go. There's tons of games to play, from Nintendo 64 online, Sega Genesis to Super Nintendo. Tons of stuff to play, man. And but if you ask me what's my personal favorite has to be, without a doubt, currently right now, Nintendo Switch Sports. Nintendo Switch Sport, it's one of my favorites, man, for sure. Am I still a fan of Stadia? Well, I wouldn't say a fan. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm a fan of Stadia. I used to be. The reason I'm not anymore is because they disappoint me. They haven't done anything in the past 2.5 years. Everything went downhill with the company. They don't listen to us who supported them. They're not listening to the people who backed them up and bought the early adopter, what you call that, that early copy of Stadia console, whatever you call that. Forgot the name. Look, the bottom line is this. No, I'll just give you a short answer, dude. I'm not. Obviously, if you cannot see why I'm not a fan of Stadia, then you must be blind, bro. Um, there's so much shit missing on the Stadia. Tons of shit missing. There's so much wrong with Stadia, dude. Uh, and if you can't see that, bro, well, I cannot help you. But one of the biggest reasons why I'm not a fan of Stadia anymore, it's because they're not doing anything for uh, us, the hands that feed them. Listen, I was the very first guy that bought the Founders Edition. I can say that. I have the receipt. I have the box. I have the tweet between me and Phil Harrison. I can say, and this is not me trying to brag about it, but I can say it, that I was the very first guy that actually bought the Founders Edition, and got it on November 21st. It was released November 19th, but I got it November 21st, and I still have it. And I haven't canceled my Stadia since that date, 2019, November 21st, 2019, and I still have it. But after 2 years, Stadia just kept on going down that hill, man. They just kept on disappointing me. They haven't really brought anything uh, that we wanted. All these features we were asking for, none of that stuff. So I was disappointed, man. I was disappointed. Just like everybody else was disappointed. Like, are these guys gonna listen to us? Are they gonna bring us what we want? They haven't done any of that shit, man. Jade Raymond, she left. She's working for Sony, a new gaming studios with Sony. And I spoke to her. I reached out to her a long time ago. I cannot tell you the conversation that me and her had because it's confidential. Uh, and the first party games that they were supposed to be working on got canceled. All that shit got canceled. The company in Germany, first party Stadia games got canceled. Phil Harrison missing in action, nowhere to be found. I don't know what is he doing now, buying bitcoins or whatever the hell that he's doing. I don't know. Doing NFT maybe. I don't know. So um, the whole thing with Stadia was a simple thing. All they had to do was make it a subscription service. And I kept saying this to them. I kept talking to them, telling them, hey, give me your, they kept asking me, give us your feedback, Mr. 4K, give us your feedback. And I kept telling them, okay, I'll give you my feedback. Make it a subscription service. You are a Google. You are a multi-billionaire. You are a multi-trillionaire net worth worldwide company. Are you trying to tell me that you as a Google is having a difficult time trying to attract developers, trying to attract gaming studios with all that money you have? No, you shouldn't have a problem. But if you're going to be cheap, then of course these developers going to go look elsewhere. They're going to say Google doesn't want to pay us what these other companies want to pay us, or what the Steam's going to pay us, or what the Epic's going to pay us, or what the Sony and Xbox going to pay us. So they go to Xbox, they go to Sony, they go to all these other places. And I kept telling Google and Stadia, just make it a subscription service. If you make it a subscription service, then you're going to have more people coming in. If you utilize all of these features, party chat, game share, all of that other stuff, streaming directly on YouTube without any, hiccups or boundaries. If you implement all of these features, all of those features I was looking for. I was looking for party chat. They didn't have that. Voice chat, messenger. They didn't have that. Share play. They don't have that. PlayStation has a share play. Think about that for a minute. A PlayStation has a share play, meaning I can share a game to you and you can play it. You can play it. You don't have to pay for it. They don't have that. Where's that? Where's that feature? You have to pay for a game full price for something that's sitting on a cloud. Full price? I don't think so. Are you going to pay $100 for something that sits on a cloud? Like a collector's edition, Far Cry 6 collector's edition or whatever? You're not gonna pay for that. You're gonna buy a physical copy or a digital copy. Come on, man. There's too many problems with Stadia. And there was simply nothing that we could have done. They don't listen. They never listen, and this is why they are in this situation. There's no way in hell that company is going to survive, dude. I'm telling you, dude. I cannot tell you with the conversations that I had with Jade and some other people, that company is not going to survive. Why do you think she left? Why do you think all these other employees left? Sure, they cannot talk about it publicly, but privately, they told me certain things. It's just a mistake after mistake. Their employees were not getting paid what they were supposed to be getting paid. There was so much stuff, so many problems, dude, with that company, with Stadia in general, and that platform will not survive, dude. Maybe this year they're gonna try to milk it, but I guarantee you next year that it's over, dude. That company, it's over. It's just gonna go. Come on, man. You can't possibly think. If you possibly think that Stadia is gonna survive, well, brother, you gotta do a better research on how business works. That's all I gotta tell you. And look, I did my best to support Stadia, as you know, I tried to support them, and I did support them, and I still have their subscription. I'm still paying $10, but I just want to see how far the ship goes. To be honest with you, I'm not really active on Stadia. I just want to see how far the ship will go, and if it's gonna hit the iceberg. Most likely, it will hit the iceberg whenever that is. But we're talking about Nintendo here, Nintendo Switch. Um, well, of course, there's certain things to appreciate. Slusher. Uh, the only reason I'm giving you the negatives is because you asked me why I'm not a fan. So I'm giving you my reasons why I'm not a fan. But there's benefits, sure. There's positives and negatives. One of the benefits of Stadia, obviously, is the fact that you don't have to worry about the download. You don't have to worry about the updates. You don't have to worry about uh, looking for a storage space. Like earlier today in my office upstairs, I was trying to play Battlefield 5. I mean Battlefield 2047. Battlefield 2047, and there was a 50 gigabyte update, and I said, "The hell with it, dude! I'm not gonna download a 50 gigabyte update. Wait half an hour or whatever, or 40 minutes." So, sure, that's the one positive about Stadia is click and play right away. To be able to play in 4K and HDR on certain games through cloud. They have a listen. I always said this. Stadia has a excellent technology. There's nothing wrong with their technology. Google has the best server, streaming technology out there. They do. This is a fact. Look at the YouTube. Look at the Google search engine. Come on, man. They do. They have the best streaming technology. And I always said that. I never said that they don't. As a matter of fact, this is something that I've been telling Young Yeah and others and Dreamcast Guy that one of the benefits of Stadia was the fact that they have an excellent cloud technology. And they do. I still stand by that statement. What they don't have is a good service. That's what they're lacking. This is their downfall. They don't have a good service. And when you don't have a good service, how you gonna how you gonna get people to jump on board? Well, yeah, lack of games, that's another problem, sure. They don't have any heavy hitters, like where's Call of Duty? You don't have a Call of Duty, that's a problem. Uh, you don't have, let's see, Call of Duty. Um, they need more racing games. You know what I mean? I know they got Need for Speed and I know they got that Grid, but they need more racing games. They need more games in general, dude. They can't even get some of those indie games from Steam, you know. They can't even get some of those old games from GOG.com. They can't even get retro games. How about retro games? How about Sega Genesis? They can't even bring Sega Genesis Arcade. They can't even bring Atari Arcade. Dude, there's tons of stuff missing. There's so much missed opportunity. Actually, when I spoke to Jade, she told me this exact words: missed opportunity that there was with the company. And that's the sad part, is the missed opportunity. Missed opportunity meaning that there were so many things they could have accomplished, but due to some poor decision making, those plans never came to fruition, sadly. Uh, but look, I still have Stadia. I don't hate Stadia. This whole thing, people talk to me. I say I don't hate it. As a matter of fact, I was the only guy that was defending it. And of course, Sonny the gamer, Sonny channel. He was obviously, but I was really flat out like defending it. Like I was just letting people know that this is the future. And it is going to be the future. Cloud technology is going to be the future. I still stand by that. But I don't know if Stadia is going to be that service. Don't expect Stadia to be that service. It's definitely not going to be Stadia. Uh, so that's the way I feel about that. And I even think that the next Nintendo is going to be on a cloud, man. I think all of these devices will be on a trust me, man. Every single one of these devices will be on the cloud, guaranteed. I mean, look at PlayStation now. Look at xCloud. Look at Amazon Luna. Look at what's the other one? Even Shadow. But Shadow is a PC. I see. I don't want to. I don't want to mix Shadow into this because Shadow is not a gaming service. Shadow, it's a PC. So I don't want to mix Shadow into this. But if you look at those other services like Luna, xCloud, PlayStation Now, um, yeah, and even Stadia, you know, this is the cloud gaming that we're going to expect to see in the future. The only problem right now with Stadia is the fact that they need to only stick to subscription service. They need to abolish this pay for the game full price. They shouldn't do that. They should only stick to the subscription. And this is what you get inside a subscription. These are the games you get the full access. They can do like entry level, silver, gold. They can do premium. They can do like a silver, gold, or something like that. Silver and gold. They can do different tiers or whatever. Uh, but so far, they're still keeping it the same. You know, and I don't feel like paying $69 or $100 for something that obviously I can't use. I can't use. Uh, I mean, not that I can't use, but I don't. I mean, what I'm trying to say, I can't hold it like this right here. I can hold it in my hands, and I know I have it. When I purchase something on Stadia, yes, I can use it, sure, but I can't download it. I can't have it stored somewhere where I know it's safe. You know what I mean? The game sits somewhere in a cloud. The game doesn't sit here in my hard drive. And that's the scary part. Yes, I can use it. I know that. I can play it, I just need the internet connection. I get that. But I don't feel the sense of ownership is what I'm trying to say. I don't feel a sense of ownership when I pay $70 on Stadia versus when I buy and download the game on Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X or Steam. Those games goes directly to my hard drive, to my solid state drive. And I know that I can go ahead and back that game up, put it to another drive and another drive and another drive. And I know I have the ownership of that game. Uh, Stadia, it sits on someone's cloud somewhere out there. And how do I know it's safe? How do I know that tomorrow Stadia doesn't write some kind of a letter and tell you that, sorry, we're shutting down our service and all of your games, bye bye? Think about that, dude. I want you to think about that, dude. With Nintendo, guess what? Nintendo's not going to go out of service, so I don't have to worry about it. I can play these games anytime I want. They're always going to stay there. PlayStation's never going to go out of service. Xbox will never go out of service. Stadia, it's not successful. Let's be honest, dude. Stadia is not successful. You know, you're not talking about a successful service. You can't even compare it to Steam. You really can't compare it to any other service because they're not successful. And if you're not successful, well, guess what? You can't really attract other developers. You can't attract other game studios to jump in. Hey, look, man, I'm rooting for it too, Josh. I've been saying I want to see Stadia be successful. I even said it on my live streams. I even told everybody. I told Sonny, I told everyone. I told everyone, hey, dude, I want them to be successful. But so far, it doesn't look like it. And it's been what? How many years? 2.5 years. Almost 3 years, dude. Almost 3 years. And what has been happening? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. They haven't even changed their user interface, dude. They haven't even updated their user interface. They haven't even made a new controller. You think they would make a new controller or something, dude? And this is Google, dude. You know, this is Google. This is not some run down the mill like a company I created or you created and we put some money, some investment or whatever. We're talking about a big giant corporation, dude. Google. And they're struggling to do anything to move forward. Like, what are they doing? Like, why aren't they talking to all these studios? Why aren't they talking to Activision, Bethesda? Why aren't they talking to Konami or Electronic Arts? They only talk to Ubisoft. Jesus Christ. Why only Ubisoft? They're not the only company in the world. Talk to Electronic Arts. Talk to, I know they have FIFA and Madden, but they need more stuff, okay? Talk to Activision. Talk to Square Enix. I mean, there's so many things they could have done. You know, hell, they could even talk to Sega, dude. Sega and the Atari. No, unfortunately, Mamba. No, unfortunately, it hasn't yet. It hasn't shipped yet. Um, and that's something that's been driving me crazy, dude. It's been really driving me crazy that I'm gonna close this over here. It's been driving me crazy, the whole situation with Steam Deck. I mean, like, how could this happen to the same guy twice? That's me. The first time I order it, uh, the guy shipped it right away. Some guy or whoever. They got it the next day to StockX. StockX was going through authentication process and it failed. And they told me, sorry, it failed. Here's your full refund. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So a week later, I'm like, all right, I found another deal. Let me get this other one for like $960. It's a 256 version. It was a pretty good deal. I was like, I cannot lose this bid. This is a good fucking bid. $960. I was actually 943. I'm sorry. $943. I was like, this is a good fucking deal. I don't care about 512. I don't give a shit about that anti-glare crap. I'm not gonna be playing it outside anyway. I don't care. Let me get the 256 version. I'll put an SD memory card. Um, and I order it on Sunday. I put a bid on Sunday, and I'm waiting for the seller to ship it. And ever since Sunday, the guy still hasn't shipped it. I'm still waiting for the guy to ship it. He has 72 hours to ship it. Basically, he has 2 business days, 2 business days to ship it. If he doesn't ship it by 2 business days, then what happens is StockX will try to find another uh, Steam Deck for the same price. And if they can't find the same Steam Deck for the same price, then they're gonna go ahead and issue me a full refund. So it's not a StockX fault. It's just it's the a shitty seller who's trying to be an asshole. I don't know. For some reason, there's been a lot of shitty sellers out there. All right, Josh, you too, man. Take care. Um, you're welcome. Yeah. So anyway, Josh, yeah, take care, man. Have a good one. Just remember, Josh, I don't hate Stadia. I'm not a hater of Stadia. I mean, I supported the damn thing for 2.5 years. I still have their service, but the company, it's really not moving anywhere. They're not moving anywhere. They're just stuck in a limbo, dude. And that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign, dude. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure that out. You don't have to be a stock market, guru to figure that out. It's obvious that the company, it's not making any decisions to excel. What are they excelling on? Nothing really. They're just milking that cow till they can't milk it no more. You know what I mean? I think Mamba, I got like the shitty sellers for some fucking reason. Uh, it's just so fucking ironic. We're like, well, that's not how it works on StockX. You don't have to find anything. The StockX doesn't tell you who the seller is. That's eBay, bro. Um, don't mistake eBay with StockX. StockX keeps the identities confidential. You do not know who the seller is, and the buyer doesn't know. I mean, the seller doesn't know who the buyer is, and the buyer doesn't know who the. Well, fuck that guy. Yeah, remove him, dude. Thanks, Mamba. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dude. With that stupid nonsense. Yeah. He knows how it works. He just wants to fucking pick on me, being a dumbass. Whatever, dude. I'm glad you pulled the trigger. Fuck that guy. If you're too dumb enough to learn how something works, well, then go and learn. Thanks, Mamba. I don't have time for that bullshit. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah. He knows how it works. He's just being dumb, right? Find the right seller. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the seller, writing the right seller. Because it's not eBay, it's StockX. And StockX doesn't tell you who the seller is. They keep that identity uh, confidential. So basically, you don't know who the seller is, and the seller doesn't know who the buyer is. That's why the StockX it's handling everything. StockX is like your concierge. StockX is doing everything for you. You don't have to worry about it. You don't need to know who the seller is. You don't need to know where he lives. You don't need to know where he's from. Just like the seller doesn't need to know who's buying it, where I'm from where I'm buying it. Okay, that's why the StockX takes care of that for you. And if the seller pulls some shady shit and gives you a device that doesn't work, then he gets penalized and he loses and you get your money back. But they keep it confidential, which I think it's a good thing to do. On eBay, on eBay is dangerous because you know exactly who's selling it to you. You know who is selling it to you, and the seller knows who's buying it, and that's dangerous. That's dangerous because it can go to so many different waters. People can dox each other. They can go look for each other. There could be a revenge. Somebody could be out there knocking on that seller's door, trying to beat the shit out of him because he sold him a bullshit. So eBay is dangerous. Honestly, eBay is very dangerous. StockX is very safe. It's probably the safest way to do it. Uh, the only thing that sucks about StockX is you're still paying to these resellers. You're still getting ripped off because they're charging you triple amount on something that you shouldn't have to pay the triple amount. But because of such a high demand, that's why you're paying that extra price. You can't find it anywhere else. There's a shortage. It's a high demand. So this is what you have to pay. You have to pay that extra money. But at least StockX is taking care of you. You don't have to worry about it. If the guy sends them some kind of bricks or cat food, or if it doesn't work, you get your money back. You get a full refund. If the guy forgets to ship an item to you, then they're gonna penalize him, and he won't be able to sell on StockX anymore. They're gonna try to find another item for the same price, and if they can't find the same item for the same price, then they're gonna give you a full refund. You get your full refund, and that's it. So StockX is good. I have no problem with StockX. They're good. It's not StockX problem. It's these shady, shitty sellers is the problem. You got a lot of incompetent bullshit sellers. Uh, they're the problem. They think they can work the fucking system. That's how dumb they are, you know. And they want to do that on a StockX. You can't do that shit on StockX. StockX doesn't play like that. They check everything, dude, and they mean business. Like this guy, if he doesn't ship my uh, device Steam Deck tonight by midnight, that's it. He gets penalized. He gets penalized. So I know it's crazy, dude. Yeah. I mean, I had a good experience with StockX when I bought my PS5 Series X. You know, I had a good experience. But lately, I don't know, man. This whole thing with Steam Deck is getting out of hand. It's just for me, it's getting out of hand. It's like I can't believe, dude. And they don't have that many. That's another thing, dude. I look at StockX. They don't have that many units available that's being sold. Uh, if you guys want to buy a PS5, you can get a PS5 right now for $600 on StockX. There's a bid. You can get a PS5 for $600. I think it's a digital version or something. Doesn't matter. It's still a good deal. Considering how difficult it is to find a PS5, I think it's still a good deal. They have it. It's out there. It's available. Uh, so there's some good deals on StockX. But let's be honest, StockX was always mainly for the sneakers, for the clothing line, for the sneakers, stuff like that. Sports clothing. That was their main focus, was clothing line and sneakers. But since this pandemic and shortage of chips and shortage of consoles, they took the advantage of electronics to make more money, obviously. But I was able to get this, man. Nintendo. Actually, I got this at believe it or not, I got Nintendo Switch OLED at the Best Buy. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, "You guys have it?" I said, "Yes, we have it." And I got it at Best Buy. I was telling you about that Puerto Rican chick that dropped it. I said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you dropped it, it's all good." She had a nice booty, bro. So I was like, "Don't worry about it." Yeah, I remember I told you about that. You remember, Mamba. So it's all good with that kind of booty. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But she has a boyfriend. So just so you guys know, she's dating somebody already. But I did tell her, hey, listen, if shit doesn't work out with your boyfriend, just give me a call. Here's my card. um, what else I was gonna say? Yeah, dude, this COVID shit, man, it's getting out of hand again. Brandon mom, it's sick. My brother has a COVID. My sister-in-law has a COVID. One of my nieces has a COVID. I'm okay, I guess. So what the fuck is going on, dude? I thought these vaccines are supposed to be protecting us. Is this like a new variant coming out or some shit? I don't know, man. This is in Florida, man. Um, I'm gonna start wearing my mask, dude. When I'm like in the public, when I'm out there, dude, I'm gonna start wearing that shit, bro. I'm not gonna take any risk, dude. I'm gonna start wearing that shit. I don't trust it, man. I don't know. I don't, dude. I really don't know what to believe anymore, dude. I got a fucking headache. I don't know, Mamba. I really don't know what to believe, dude. I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't know who's not. It's such a big clusterfuck of fuckery, It's you don't know who to trust, man. It's such a clusterfuck of fuckery, dude. You know, does anybody know what the hell they're doing? Does anybody know in medicine what the fuck they're doing? You know, this guy says that. This guy wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Mask doesn't help. Get a booster shot. Booster shot. You don't need it. Don't worry about a booster shot. Whom do you trust? I got all three. I got Pfizer first, second shot, and I got a booster. I mean, I'm okay. I'm all right. But what in the fuck is going on, dude? Oh, you got Pfizer, all three shots. Oh man, I'm so fucking tired. Came downstairs. I really wasn't gonna. Hold on. This thing is killing me. I cannot put this thing on a tripod because I'm downstairs. That's my balcony in the back. I don't want to go upstairs because I usually chill out downstairs, man. That upstairs is my bedroom. That you've seen all the funky lights, red, green, blue, yellow lights. And in my office, it's um, oh, bro. You should definitely come down here, man. We should hang out, bro. When you come back from Italy, you should come down here, man. For sure. Hold on. Here we go. That's better. I know you're tired of the winter. You were telling me. Me and Mamba, man, we've been playing Nintendo Switch, and Mamba will tell you Nintendo Switch. Uh, I mean, listen, man, I love it. I've been playing a bunch of games on it. Nintendo Switch Sport, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Me and Mamba gonna play it tomorrow. We're gonna play it tomorrow a little bit. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. We might play it tomorrow. Uh, Movies. I watched movies on it, dude. You seen that Saving Private Ryan? And you know what? It's pretty Nintendo Switch OLED version. Definitely has a much bigger screen, dude. This screen it's really big, dude. Trust me when I tell you. Look how big my hand is, and look at that screen. Has a really big screen. Uh, Definitely worth it, in my opinion. And yes, people been bugging me about Ubisoft. That Ubisoft it's selling for 300 million. Um, honestly, I really don't care about that. It's not gonna do me any good. I could care less who's selling, who's buying. Um, I make no money off of it. Just to be, I mean, I'm just being honest. Like I told Cam today, like I could honestly could care less who's buying, who's selling, who's merging. He doesn't do me any favors. He doesn't do me any good, knowing that stuff. It's just, I know it's on the news. I know people talk about it, but who cares, dude? I didn't care. I didn't care about Bethesda. When Xbox bought the Bethesda, I didn't care. When Xbox bought a Activision, I didn't care. When Electronic Arts bought Codemasters, I didn't care. It's just, eh, dude. I'm still gonna have to pay for a game. I'm still gonna have to pay for it. I'm not gonna benefit anything from it. I'm just being honest, man. You know. I guess everybody's sleeping tonight, or everybody's watching the review tech hairy chest. Yeah, I don't know what I mean. Honestly, maybe it's just me, dude, but I don't get it. Like, I watch Review Tech USA sometimes, but it's pretty old. Uh, it's always doing the same thing. It's always, relax your anus, relax your shoulders, and then the people. Who is his audience? Teenagers? Is that what it is? Majority of his audience must be what? Teenagers, dude. It has to be like a high school kids, because only high school kids would find that shit funny and hilarious. I find it like boring, dude. Like it gets boring after a while. Him squeezing his nipples for $5 and eating a cucumber is like, I don't know, dude. It gets kind of fucking old. To me, Dr. Disrespect, I could watch Dr. Disrespect sit in the toilet and take a shit. He's an actor, dude. Dr. Disrespect, it's a movie star. That guy has talent. I like Dr. Disrespect. I like him, dude. Generation Z humor to me. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect is the best, bro. If you're gonna ask me honestly, forget the PewDiePie and PewDiePie and all that. Who gives a shit? He's getting old. He's really like PewDiePie is getting old. All right, dude. It's like how many times you gonna do PewDiePie? You know. And but Doctor Disrespect, man, I like him. I like him a lot, dude. He's just he's like one of those actors from one of those 80s movies, you know? You know what I mean? He's like that, like one of the actors from Police Academy 1, 2, and 3, like from the 80s, dude. He's just a funny guy, man. He's a movie star. I think he's a movie star, dude. They should offer him a movie. He's a true actor, bro. He's got talent. I think he's the best. I truly think that Dr. Disrespect is the best thing on YouTube. That's just me. But that's me being subjective. Okay, if you guys watch Review Tech USA, hey, cool. That's cool. Go watch Review Tech USA. I have no problem with that. If you want to watch a hairy, bald man squeeze his hairy nipples and, relax his anus and relax his shoulders and go watch him. You know, that's what you do. That's what you want to do. Hey, man, Hey, Mamba, what is like your YouTuber like that you watch besides like maybe Dr. Disrespect? Is there anyone else out there that you watch that you would recommend that maybe I'm not aware of? Is there like anybody out there you would recommend to me that I'm not aware of? Like some YouTube star that's out there that I didn't know about? Is there anybody? Acting. This is the one called The Letter. I've been playing this. It's a pretty interesting story called The Letter. Have you tried it? Have you played it? The game is basically about this letter that they found in this mansion, and this letter has to be seen by 5 people, and 5 people have to see that letter, and that's as far as I'm gonna tell you. because I don't want to spoil it. But it's really good. I think you're gonna love it, man. And why do five people need to see this letter? Well, you're gonna have to play the game. You have to play the game, find out. Oh man. Oh Lord. Yeah, you should buy it, bro. I know you're gonna love it, man. 'Cause you love visual novels, right? If you love visual novels, man, you're gonna love this one. The characters are really good, man. You're gonna love the characters, man. Oh, dude, the characters in the game are so. It's like anime, dude. It's like one of those high quality animes. You're gonna love it, bro. And you do have a multiple choice, where you get to choose, uh, what happens, like what decisions do you want to make. You know, like a heavy rain. You know how like in heavy rain you make certain choices, and then those choices that you make will reflect on, the outcome of the character's fate, or the outcome of the game. Yeah. It again, I really don't want to spoil it too much for you, Mamba. But it's really good. If it wasn't good, man, believe me, I wouldn't be recommending it. I would just say don't bother and all that. So what's going on tonight, man? Is a basketball game or something going on tonight? I don't watch the basketball anymore, man. I'm not watching the sports and all that. I don't. I just don't have that urge, Mamba, to follow, these teams. I don't have the urge to follow these teams. Because it's all about the money at the end, dude. It's like whatever. You know, this guy gets traded off over here. This guy gets drafted over there for more money. Like, so where's the principle? Where's the loyalty to the team, right? Brady goes to Buccaneers, even though he spent 20 years in New England. And if he wasn't for New England, he wouldn't be where he's at. It's more like a sports has become like a big money whore, like brothel. Not to mention a lot of politics being injected and all that shit, all that woke shit. I really stopped kind of giving a shit about sports, to be honest with you, Mom. You know, I used to watch it, then I stopped giving a shit. Ever since 2020, all this woke shit, all this politics and all this garbage, and I was like, fuck it, because it's all about the money at the end of the day. It's all about the money. It's all about the politics. It's all about the wokeness. It's all about, you know, playing along to get along. So that's why I don't watch it no more. What's up, Deacon, man? I'm good, man. I've been having a headache lately, man. I think, I have to get myself tested to see if I'm negative, because, I've been having a man headache. But I think it's my sinuses, man. My sinus has been killing me, dude. Like, been fucking killing me, dude. Um, Even though I've done the operation and all of that, but it's still, man, it's just fucking sinuses and a migraine and headaches. It's been just fucking killing me, dude. You know. And these doctors, they don't know. They tell you, okay, do this procedure, get these pills, drink these pills, and get this, get that. Uh, do a CAT scan. Let's look at it again. Do this, do that, and go see this specialist, and let him check you, and let him give your his opinion. And so you're being shuffled through all these doctors, and nobody knows what the fuck's going on. They're all just shoving something in your nose. They're all doing a blood test, looking at this, looking at that. They're all just guessing in a white coats. They're just fucking guessing. No one fucking knows. Same thing with COVID shit. No one fucking knows. They're all just fucking guessing. Ugh. It's ugh. Mamba, man. Oh, dude, it's terrible, dude. But they're more than happy. They're more than happy to charge you arm and leg on your insurance. They're more than happy to do that. Oh yeah. You look at your insurance, your health insurance, you skyrocket it. Why? Well, they use this procedure, and this procedure doesn't cover it, even though you have this premium network. But due to the new policies that are being introduced by this new administration, these new policies will affect your pre-existing conditions and da 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 da. So basically, you get fucked over every single time. Even the car insurance went up. Everything went up, dude. The gas prices, the food, the electricity. Wait till summer till you gotta use the air condition. How much your electricity bill is gonna bump up. Um, you know, me personally, to me, money comes and goes. I don't care. Uh, but it sucks for, and I'm single, and doesn't bother me. For you guys, it's tough. You have children, you have families, you got that mortgage. You know, you got to buy that big SUV because you got kids. You have to drive them to school. You have to pay for their insurance. You have to pay for their education. You have to buy food and this and that. It's tough. It's tough, and it affects you guys the most. It doesn't really affect me. You know, this is a lease. I'm leasing this. This is just a fucking lease. I can cut this lease anytime I want, and I can move to Rhode Island. I can go to see Mamba or go to Canada, or whatever. But for you guys, it sucks because you have families, you have kids, you got responsibilities. It's tough, and I get it. You know, but according to the ice cream man, everything's great. Everything's hunky dory. Everything's wonderful. There is no inflation, right? Yeah, Deacon. How you doing, Deacon, man? How's your exams? How's your you guys know Deacon, right? Deacon St. John. One of my favorite games of 2019. Has to be one of my favorites. Days Gone. You know what? I might play Days Gone tomorrow on the PlayStation. Fuck it, dude. I might do that. Um, Play it and finish it. Yeah, the ice cream man. Everything's great. Tax codes are higher now. Even if you make 50 grand a year, and what's a 50 grand a year? That's nothing. You're not rich. Even if you make 50 grand a year, you still have to pay a higher percentage on taxes. And if you're single, you got to pay triple amount of that. Um, so taxes have went up. Services for the taxes for somebody to do the taxes for you have went up. It's $400 for a service. Uh, the subscriptions have went up. Health insurances have went up. Inflation has went up. The food has went up. Um, the gas prices are like ridiculous, went up. The cars are expensive because of those chips, shortages of chips. The bread's going to be expensive due to the fact that the wheat is being distributed from Ukraine and Russia. So that's going to be a problem due to this conflict. So you have that issue. And the ice cream man says, bunch of malarkey. We got the best economy ever, 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 ever. What a joke, man. Thank you, Deacon. I respect you too, brother. Yeah, dude. How do we get ourselves in this position, man? How did we like end up here, dude? How did we end up here? That's what I want to know. Oh, I know how. The ice cream man. The ice cream man, baby. We got the ice cream man. The ice cream? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I do know, because it is the ice cream man. But is it really him? You know, I was talking to Mamba about this. I don't want to get into politics. I was talking to Mamba about this. Is it really him? Or is he just a tool? He's just a Napoleon cardboard, right? He's just a yes man, a henchman, you know, do as you're told. So he's just playing his role, right? It's not really him. It's the, somebody else out there who's running the show. And we don't know who that is, making all these decisions and all that. Yeah. What do you think, Mamba? Oh, Deacon, thank you for becoming a premium, man. I appreciate it. Here, I'll return the favor, dude. I'll give you the I cannot do it here, dude. I was gonna give you the wrench. But it's okay. Mamba knows what he's doing, dude. He's my number one guy. He's my number one one and only John Wick. You know what? You could be right, Mamba. You could be right. Yeah, there's always gonna be idiots out there, Deacon. You know, what can we do? It's part of the internet, you know. It's part of the YouTube. Everybody on the on the YouTube, they know me, they know everything about me, all this bullshit, you know. It's like, why is that so important to them? Like, that's the part that I don't understand about the YouTube. When I started YouTube, I never did a YouTube to be this, celebrity. I did a YouTube to get my mind off of what I was dealing with. I lost my father. I broke up with my girlfriend. I lost my dog, my German Shepherd, Gato. That's his name, Gato. I lost him. So a lot of shit been going bad for me. So I needed something to focus my mind, from what I was fucking dealing with. And the YouTube was that experiment back then, you know. And that's what it was. I was never trying to be a TV guru guy or to be the YouTube star and all this other bullshit. It's just that I was sharing, just like right now, I'm sharing, how I feel about certain things. I was just sharing my views and likes on what I like, what I don't like, what I use, what I don't use, what I appreciate, what I don't appreciate. I was sharing things with you. And that's all I was doing. I was just sharing my preferences on what I like. And same thing with the televisions, But people misunderstood me. One of the things about me, I think, is going to go down in history because I am kind of part of this YouTube community in a way. It's going to go down in history as the most misunderstood YouTuber of all time, because people have always misunderstood me. They never understood my jokes, my comedy. They never understood. I don't mean you guys. I mean, like, in general. Like, I'm talking, thousands of, hundreds of thousands of people, half a millions of maybe 1.2 million people have never understood, you know, what I am trying to do here and what am I doing here. They never understood that because they expect me to be the stereotype, you know. They expect me to be like Dr. Disrespect, or they expect me to be like Vincent Tio, or they expect me to be like Review Tech USA, you know, squeezing a nipple, squeezing a nipple, you know, showing his guns. They expect me to do that shit. So, and that's not me, dude. I don't do that. I don't try to copy other people. I just do what I do. I turn on the camera, I show you the TV, I show you my settings. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, that's okay. It's free. Take it or leave it. I show you my home theater system. You like it, you don't, that's fine. I show you my virtual reality. I show you my headsets that I have. I talk about that. I play certain video games. I make fun. I joke around. Um, I do a little bit of comedy, you know, and that's it. I don't try to copy other people. I don't try to be that next big thing. You know what I mean? So, so I think I will go down as the most misunderstood YouTuber, dude, for sure. Thank you, home theater man. Yeah, it's been a long time, but thank you. It's been since 2014, no, 2015. Since 2015. Yeah, it's been the worst year, dude. It was a terrible year for me, man. 2015. Fuck, that year was bad. It was real fucking bad. Um, your exams went well. Had one yesterday about communication systems, the lecture. Yeah, man. And happy Ramadan, man. Happy, I know it's kind of late, but happy Ramadan. You get another exam tomorrow about power system. You know, my father was into electronics, transistors, and building the radios, ham radios. He used to build ham radios. He had a license and the whole thing. He did it for Grunding. You guys know this company in Germany? I think it's Grunding. I think it's a German. Is that a German company? Uh, he used to build uh, the ham radios and antennas and stuff like that. So he was very tech savvy. He would like have these schematics, like to look at the line of the where this circuit goes here, that circuit goes there. These transistors are surrounded by these conductors here. So like da 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 da, he would be like doing all of that stuff, looking at the you know, he would have this instrument where he would check to see if there's a power going through there, if it was there any, you know, active power on that chip or that transistor or that conductor. So yeah, he was. That's exactly what my father was into. But he was into ham radio, amateur radio, stuff like that. Talking on a ham radio, communicating with other people around the world. Yeah, ham radios. Yeah, but I think you have to have a license for that. Yeah, you have to be licensed in order for you to talk to somebody. But you can listen to radio. You can listen to home theater, man. You're right. You can listen to it. But if you want to talk to someone, you have to buy those big, expensive receivers. You know, these ham radio receivers with big antenna. And then you gotta have a, you know, certification. You have to be licensed to operate, to talk, and you have to use these codes. You know, like QRF to you know, whatever QCORTURL, uh, you know, stuff like that. And you have to remember these codes while you're doing it. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, Deacon. But yeah, you can buy those ham radios and you can listen to conversations and all that. It's pretty cool, actually. How people connect. And what's so great about a ham radio, you realize that, you know, at the end of the day, people just want to live life, man. They want to be happy. You know, uh, nobody wants war. Nobody cares about politics. Majority of people only want to live, man. They want to live life. They want to be happy, dude. They don't care about politics. They don't care about war. Uh, and that's what my father found out when he was talking to somebody in China, when he was talking to somebody in Nepal, you know, in Himalayas, when he was talking to somebody in Bangladesh or India or Australia, New Zealand, right? You find out that even in Russia, you find out that people just want to live life and be happy, you know. Even in Middle East, he was able to talk to somebody Middle East from Jordan. From Jordan, he was able to talk to somebody, and then he also spoke to somebody in Cairo, in Egypt. After that, and he documented all of those calls. You know, you have to document them. Has to be documented, so that way there's a documentation that you had a call and you had, you know, conversation with somebody in that country at that time at that date. uh, Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool stuff. I never got into it because I was, you know, when I was younger I was a knucklehead. I was a mischief. The best way to describe me as a kid growing up is a mischief, you know, always creating some mischief. If somebody tells me don't touch that, I go and touch it. If somebody tells me you shouldn't do that, I did it anyway. Oh, you took a class, so you fully licensed. Nice, man. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. Deacon says, Mamba says, interesting stuff. Yeah, Mamba, man. It's interesting how your message came in, Mamba, at 11 at 11. You need to make a wish, Mamba. 11:11, you need to make a wish. That's the number, a binary number. You need to make a wish. I'll make a wish for you. I hope that you are healthy and successful, and your entire family it's healthy and successful to live hundreds of years successfully. So Deacon says, honestly, it's been a stressful year considering how everything went. Sometimes I wonder if I'm going to pass a degree due it being very hard. But we got God with us, never give up. Exactly, Deacon. You know, I talked about that yesterday. Talked about yesterday. You got to keep the faith, man. You can't lose that. You can't lose the faith. If you lose the faith, then what are you, right? You're just walking around like a, I don't know, like a Napoleon cardboard, you know. Home theater. You live in USA. Cool, man. When was the last time you actually home theater, man? When was the last time you spoke to somebody? If you don't mind me asking, when was the last time you spoke to somebody on the ham radio? Like, when was the last time you made a connection with someone on the ham radio? I might get back into it, dude. I mean, I was there with my father when my father was doing it, but I might get a licensed again to do it again, dude. I don't know. I might do it. but I want to do it if I move to North Carolina. Like if I move to Western North Carolina, Asheville. I was thinking about moving to Northern Carolina, Asheville. I thought about maybe doing it up there on Appalachian Mountains, built a big antenna, put that big antenna, get a license, and then start communicating, you know, with other people. People say, but you have internet. You have internet. Why do you want to use ham radio? Because there's here's why. If there's ever a doomsday, right? If God forbid there's a doomsday or some kind of scenario like The Last of Us or The Walking Dead scenario, guess what? The ham radio and this CB station, the ham radio will be your only hope of communicating with another alive human being. So ham radio will be the only way for you to communicate with another live human being. When all the satellites are down, when all the infrastructure, internet, it's down, electricity is down, and you got some kind of generator or something, and you plugged in that ham radio, your ham radio will be the only way to communicate with another person out there who's alive, who survived. So ham radio has huge benefits of that. Uh, oh, you guys have a beach house in Atlantic Beach in North Carolina. It's right near Moorhead City. Nice, man. I know where that is. That's beautiful, man. North Carolina. North Carolina is beautiful. I've been to North Carolina a couple of times. I've been up to Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been to Greensboro, and then from Greensboro, I went to western part of Carolina, Asheville. I was there going through that Blue Ridge Mountain Road. It's beautiful, man. The best time to go to North Carolina would be in October. In October, all the leaves are red, yellow, orange, green. I mean, yellow, red, orange, purple. It's reddish, red color, all of that. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. A lot of beautiful places in North Carolina, especially the western part, which I really like it, man. Rest like the Asheville is really nice, man. If you guys ever been to Asheville, it's so beautiful, man. It's like an intersection, man, right there in the middle of the Appalachian Mountain Trail. It's right next to that Appalachian Mountain Trail that stretches all the way from south, north, and western Virginia. It's this beautiful mountain range, man. And then you got Tennessee. You're right next to the border of Tennessee. Tennessee's right next to it. And then right north of you, you got Western Virginia. So you got Tennessee, Western Virginia. Uh, it's beautiful, man. So you are in North Carolina home theater, man. That's nice. Beautiful. Oh yeah, the fall, man, in North Carolina. Rocky Mountains, yeah. But they have that Blue Ridge Mountains. They're beautiful. And I think they call them Blue Ridge because it really looks like a sea of mountains, man, reflecting that blue sky. I think they filmed uh, the last of Mohican, they filmed it there, and the Appalachian Trail in those mountains. What do I think of Square Enix selling their Western IP, like Tomb IPs like Tomb Raider and Deuces X? You know, I'm glad you brought this up because earlier today, Cameron was telling me about that, and I was like, and I hope that he didn't get offended by it. But I really don't care, to be honest. And I told this to Mamba, I told everybody, I really don't care that they're selling, for 10 million. Uh, I could care less if Square Enix it's selling their IPs to somebody else and somebody else bought it. Just like I didn't care about Electronic Arts buying Codemasters. I could care less if uh, I don't know, man. It's just I don't think it's a big deal to me. Honestly, I don't think it's a big deal. I think it would be a big deal if Sony PlayStation bought Konami. That would be a big deal. If Sony bought Konami and secured the rights to Metal Gear and all these other Konami games, that would be a big deal. Like Silent Hill, Metal Gear, Castlevania, that would be a big deal to me if that was the news. But Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics, whatever. I mean, I like Tomb Raider, but it's still I don't care who buys them. I don't care where they go. I still have to pay for the game. You know what I mean? I still have to pay for it. I still have to. I don't care who owns the right to it. Just like I didn't care that Jeff Bezos bought James Bond Legacy. Uh, I mean, you catch my drift. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't find it like it's a big deal. But if Sony bought Konami, to me, that would be a big news. That would be a big deal because I love Metal Gear. I love their library of games that they have, like Silent Hill. So to me, that would be a big deal. Then I would say, okay, that's what I'm talking about. PlayStation now has Metal Gear exclusives, and now they can bring Hideo Kojima. Now they can work on another Metal Gear. Now they can do the remakes of the Metal Gear remasters and all that shit. Oh yeah, that would be a huge fucking deal. But this, Square Enix and all that, Ubisoft, yeah, that's where it was filmed. Well, actually, someone told me, a friend of mine who lives in Asheville, North Carolina. He told me that's where the Daniel Day Lewis and Michael Mann they filmed the those scenes out there in Appalachians, you know, mountains out there, Rocky Mountains, Appalachian Mountains, uh, and he said that's where that movie, The Last of Mohicans, in 1990, early 1990s, was filmed in there. But they also filmed a bunch of other movies in North Carolina. They filmed, those what you call it, Wrong Turn or something. Wrong. No, that was in Virginia actually. I'm sorry. No, no, no. That was in Western Virginia. The X Files and the Wrong Turn One, Wrong Turn Two was filmed in Western Virginia. You know, they also filmed. Was it? what was that, eight something, 8 millimeter, or what was it? Super 8 was filmed in some parts of small town, like some small towns out in Western Carolina. I forgot where. Might have been west of Greensboro. Super 8 was filmed around there somewhere too. That's what I heard. Sorry that I'm butchering this. I can't remember exactly where they filmed where exactly in locations, but I know it's around there somewhere in the western part of Carolinas. Sorry about that. Yeah, Super 8. Yeah, 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 yeah. Great movie, by the way. Great movie, by the way. J.J. Abrams. Yeah. By the way, J.J. Abrams just secured the rights for those toys. What you call them? Those car toys. Oh my God. I live in South Florida. I'm in Miami, South Florida. You're in Western Virginia. Nice, man. I've been to Western Virginia too. I've been to Morgantown. There's a college campus there, Morgantown. I've been there. Love Morgantown, by the way. I love Western Virginia. I love Western Virginia. I love it up there. Beautiful, man. Beautiful mountains, beautiful hills, lakes, trails. Uh, Excellent place if you want to go hunting, or if you're a trapper or a hunter. It's great up there, man. Beautiful, man. Hey, Jose. Yeah, Morgantown. Yeah, beautiful. Um, just getting out of work. Cheers. You're getting a cold beer. Oh, that's good, man. I got my other thing over here, right here. Got my Heineken. Heineken. You guys love Heineken, or you guys prefer the? Let me see. Western Virginia University. Nice. That's a big campus there, man. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful town. Really is, man. A lot of history there, dude. Especially during the Civil War. A lot of history there. Uh, which it's one of the things I like to do when I'm up there. I like to go to these locations where these battles were happening. Uh, so a lot of history there. How's California 4K? Any good? Oh God, California, man. It's a big state. It's a huge state. There's no question about that. But the problem with California is just it's so damn expensive, dude. It's so damn expensive, and it's dangerous right now, man. California is just dangerous, dude. People are getting robbed. People are being killed at the gunpoint and then robbed. Rapes, murders, gangbangers, cartels. Um, you got all different types of gangs in California, drug dealers, and uh, it's fucking crazy. You got these Antifa people running around causing problems too, from Washington State all the way to California. It's just crazy, dude. A lot of craziness up in California, man. You know. And then you got homeless people. You got that. You got so many homeless people. Uh, they're not taking care of themselves. How they gonna take care of themselves? They're spreading diseases and all that shit. They're using drugs and heroin and other shit, and they're out there dying on the street. It's just a fucking disaster, dude. From San Francisco to Los Angeles, man, the amount of homeless people from San Francisco to Oakland Park to all the way down to Los Angeles, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like you'll see people. My brother was there not too long ago. He says you see the smell, dude. Like the fucking smell is so bad, dude. You see people like taking a shit on the fucking sidewalk, taking a piss on the sidewalk, and then laying down next to the same place they took a shit. Um, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy. Um, and then they're using drugs. Then you got the sexual abuse and rapes and all this other shit. You got sex trafficking going on with these, cartels and gangbangers. You got these pimps running around. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking chaos. And then the heroin. You see people on the street with the heroin needles, and it's fucking crazy, dude. California is turning into some kind of a purge, dude. Like some kind of a. It's not even America, dude. Like I don't know what the fuck it is, dude. At this point, it's like its own country. At this point, it's so fucking crazy down there, dude. And then you got these, Lala people living in their safe little bubbles up on Mulholland Falls and uh, Beverly Hills, uh, Santa Monica, Santa Ana, Santa Barbara on these islands. You got these rich people in Malibu living in a Malibu on the coast on the coastline, Pacific coastline. You got those people there living safely, secured by 50, 60, 70 police officers protecting them on top of the bodyguards and armed guards. It's such a divide. I look at California as a huge divide between super rich and then the middle class that's turned into a poor. Basically, there is no middle class. Right now in California, what you have is two things: super rich and poor. Super rich and poor. Or how about this? Super rich and just homeless. Super rich and homeless is what you have. Not to mention the fucking crime. The crime, it's fucking unbelievable. It's so dangerous, dude. So fucking dangerous. You know. So who the fuck wants to live in LA? Who the fuck wants to live in San Francisco with these kind of conditions? I don't want to. Definitely don't want that shit, man. Oh yeah, dude. We all know that. You know, there are liberals, man. But I don't want to get into politics. But yeah, we all know that, man. I don't even know what they are, dude. Even their liberal views and their democratic views are not being implemented. I don't know what they are, dude. I think Newt Gingrich was right. I think there's some kind of a secular religion. Honestly, I think they're part of some kind of a secular religion where they, like a secret society, they drink the same way, they talk the same way, they dress the same way, they shake the hand the same way. Uh, it's not like some kind of a cult mentality, secular religion. This is what Newt Gingrich was talking about, former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. I don't know if you guys know who that is. In the early 90s, he was during the President Clinton and Bush era. He was the Speaker of the House back then. And he said, this is some kind of a secular religion that it's really like, uh, it's hard to explain it. Like they're just so focused on their cult, like their cult party, and that's all they're focused on. uh, and they're using people, lying to people, exploiting the people, telling black folks we'll take care of you, just vote for us, and then they never take care of them, making all these false promises to Hispanic people, come here, we'll take care of you, and they never take care of them. They're just using people, they're lying to people, they're manipulating people, and it's no thank you. I want to stay as far away from California as humanly possible. As far away from California as humanly possible. Yeah, I mean this is a truth. Home theater, man. This is a fact. These are the facts. This is not just something that we're like talking conspiracy or making some shit up like some la la fantasy land. This is fact. These are the facts, reality, and it's been well documented. It's been well documented. The evidence is there. It's all there. People just have to look at it. You know, it's all there, and people will see exactly that what we're saying here is true. You know. Oh, that's cool. Your dad was part of the Federal Bureau. Nice. In the 80s to 2020. He's a fully retired spy. Nice. Say hello to your father. Yeah, I'm pretty sure your dad is disappointed with the way things have turned out in our country these days, right? Especially with the ice cream man. The people say, "Why do I call him ice cream man?" Because he loves ice cream. I mean, it's been documented that that's what he likes. Everywhere he goes, he asks, "Where's the ice cream? Where's the ice cream? You guys have any ice cream?" You know. I think we need to talk to your father, home theater man. We need to have him check on this guy, Quantum. This guy, Quantum, man. I think he should check him out. Because this guy, Quantum, it's saying that he was a Marine. And I'm like, if you're a Marine, if you're a former Marine, then there should be some identification, proof that you graduated from Paris Island, right? That's where the Marine Corps is, Paris Island, all right? Or maybe you went to Fort Bragg, I don't know, either Fort Bragg or Paris Island, but I would think it's Paris Island if I'm not mistaken, right? Paris Island. So if you are a Marine, there needs to be some identification, military ID identification that you are Marine and that you have successfully graduated ceremony in Paris Island. But there's no evidence that he actually he claims that he was a Marine, but there's no evidence to prove that. He also claims that he's a professional photographer, but there's no evidence to prove that either. Because if you're a professional photographer, then you got to have some kind of a certification from somewhere, from some university, from some college. There has to be something to prove that, right? That you're a professional photographer. And if you're a professional photographer, why aren't you advertising your work? If I was a professional photographer, I would advertise my work. I wouldn't hide behind my work. I would be very happy to advertise and to showcase my work. I wouldn't hide that. And here's another one. Above everything else, he is a master TV calibrator. Just so you know, home theater man, he's a master. not a professional certified. Forget the certification. He is above that. He is a master calibrator. Oh, your dad received a medal from Ronald Reagan. Dude, that's a great honor, dude. Ronald Reagan was a great president, and to receive that from Ronald Reagan, that's gotta be, man, the greatest honor, dude. I don't care if I never do anything in my life ever, but to have that privilege, to have that honor, to have, Ronald Reagan give you that medal, that would mean everything to me, man. What about our boy Boris Johnson? Oh God, Boris Johnson. I don't know how to feel about Boris Johnson, to be honest with you. Boris Johnson strikes me as one of those guys, I'm going to play along to get along. That's the way I look at Boris Johnson. Obviously, I don't live in UK, so I'm not like in touch with the current affairs of House of Lords and Parliament and what the MPs are saying about him. But he strikes me as one of those let me play along to get along type of dudes, just so he can survive, just so he can stay relevant, right? The best way to stay relevant is play along to get along. I could be wrong because again, I don't live in UK. I don't live in United Kingdom. I did ask Anthony Kenneth Bishop about this. He didn't like him because he told me that he promised that he was going to help NHS or something, and he didn't, follow through with that promise to help NHS to like, I don't know, bring like a better budget or something, or something else. I don't know, something like that. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was something to do with the NHS. Home Theater Man says, I told Quantum that I served 4 years in the US Army, and he said that he was a former Marine. I asked him some questions like, where's your DD 214? And he never said anything to me. He's a stolen valor. Well, yeah. Well, there you go, right there. If he cannot give you that identification, that certification that he graduated from Paris Island, that he went through the ceremony, that he was there in the boot camp. I can't imagine him, dude. Can you imagine him, Home Theater Man? Can you imagine Quantum in Paris Island, fixing his bed, getting that rifle perfectly sighted and all of that, doing the PT, you know, going out there and running and doing all that stuff, going through all the basic trainings and all that. I can't imagine him going through that. He doesn't strike me like that. He just doesn't fit. You know, I look at Jocko Willink, I look at Leif Babin and Jocko Willink, and I know these guys are Navy SEALs. They look like Navy SEALs. They talk like Navy SEALs. They're badasses. They're articulate, and they're fucking badass, and they're good. And you know that they can get shit done. I look at I look at Quantum, and I just see a clown. I just see a clown. It's what I see. That's all I see in my eyes. It's a clown. It's a clown sitting there talking to me, calling somebody's mother. Really? Calling someone's mother? The fact that he thinks that there's nothing wrong with that, right? He thinks it's nothing wrong with that. Call somebody's mother. It's all, don't worry, dude. Let me call your mama today. Nothing wrong with that. Some creep. Hi, I'm calling on behalf of Quantum TV. If your son doesn't leave me alone, I will send a letter of cease and desist, whatever, blah, 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 blah. He's threatening like his mother, like, hey, I'm gonna pursue this to a legal action. You will see my lawyer if your son doesn't leave me alone. And Ackman's mother's like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what's going on. Who are you, dude? Quantum TV, man. The guy who just wants the attention lies on anything. Yeah, he just lies, dude. I think he suffers from, he wants to be accepted, I think. I think he's one of those guys that wants to be accepted. He wants to fit in. He always suffered from like being that important figure, you know. He so is desperate for the celebrity status that he's willing to do anything and everything and lie his way out of everything to become that celebrity status. And I think that's what makes him really freaky, you know. The fact that he said that to his mother, like, I'm gonna send you a letter of cease and desist. I'm gonna send a letter of my legal attorney, whatever, will go ahead and send you the letter. There will be, you know, if your son doesn't stop, you expect to see a letter from my attorney. He will send a letter to you. Are you his guardian? What is he said to his mother? Are you his guardian? He's a fucking 30 years old. What the fuck he needs the guardian for? He's a grown ass man like I am. Why are you calling his mother? You need to talk to him. Talk to him personally. He doesn't need a guardian. Are you his guardian? Did you change the Actman's diaper? Or I will send a letter of cease and desist. I'm going to send a letter of cease and desist. Did you change his diaper? Oh, you graduated from Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Then I did my AIT out of Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Nice. Nice, man. That's awesome. That's great, home theater, man. Proud of you, brother. Proud of you. That's an accomplishment. You see, that's the accomplishment. This is the accomplishment, Quantum Man. That's the accomplishment. That's how you accomplish things. I know, Deacon. It's a dude. He's a. You know what, man? I don't want him to be removed from YouTube. I really don't. He's an entertainment. I think Review Tech USA is right. He's an entertainment, dude. And dude, sorry for calling you guys, dude. I'm sorry, guys. He there's nobody like him. He's a value entertainment because he's the one in a million. He's the one in a billion. He's the one. He's a once in a lifetime, and I don't think we should lose a clown like that from YouTube. I think we should have a clown like that on YouTube. He's a pure entertainment, man. He's the entertainment that keeps on giving. And yeah, dude, I agree with Review Tech USA. We need him. I don't want him to be banned from YouTube. I really don't, honestly. I mean, free entertainment. Well, actually, it's not free because you have to pay a $5 membership for his ridiculous vivid color settings. Oh, you're welcome, home theater man. No, no, no. I mean, that's an accomplishment, man. Something you should be proud of for sure. You know, every time you accomplish something like that, you know, whether you graduate from this or graduate from that, or you have certification for this or that, or if you are, you know, a Marine or a Ranger or what have you, Green Berets, whatever it is that you accomplish, you should be you should be proud of that. That's an accomplishment. So yeah, he's a gift that keeps on giving. He definitely is, dude. I remember when me and him had a fight, home theater, man. When me and him had a fight, he actually uh, brought his girlfriend or his wife or whatever. Uh, he brought her and he made a video for me. And he brought her on the video to tell me that a sex with Quantum was so good that I wanted him to fuck me again twice. And then I said to him and her, I guess the sex really wasn't that good the first time because I guess he couldn't finish the job the first time, so he had to fuck you second time to make you satisfied. And then he got really angry. Uh, I think along those words, I said something like that, and it was ridiculous, dude. He dragged his wife, dude. Think about that. He's dragging his wife because of me. Am I really that important, man? Like that you have to bring your wife to for your wife to tell me that, he had to fuck me twice. Because it was so good, he had to fuck me twice. Like, first of all, I don't care, dude, if he fucks you like nonstop. I don't care if he ties you up in like in that movie 50 Shades of Grey. I don't give a shit what he does. I don't care if he has a red room and you in the red room and you guys are fucking. I could care less, dude. That's none of my business. Why is that so important? We're talking about televisions. What the hell does the sex has to do with the televisions? Yes, you can watch porn on it, but what the fuck does the sex has to do with anything? But according to him, the sex is very important to him because he figured out how to, I don't know, he figured out how to use a penis and how to put it inside the vagina. I mean, we should give him some kind of award, achievement, some kind of an achievement award to recognize that he's the only human being on this 8.4 billion population of humans planet of different sexes that he figured out how to use his penis and put it inside the vagina. I mean, I don't know what to say, dude. I mean, we got to give him something, some kind of a recognition, because this is groundbreaking stuff, man. He figured that out, that he learned how to do that he discovered that he discovered how to take his penis out and shove it in the pussy. It is fucking ridiculous, man. But that's who this guy is. He's a phenomenon. That's why everybody's talking about him because this is no one has witnessed this kind of phenomenon ever. I don't think anyone has witnessed this kind of a phenomenon. And he's doing this to himself, man. He is actually creating this. Instead of just being quiet, you already embarrassed yourself. Take the L, take that loser L, go and sit in the corner somewhere and just let us big boys do what our big boys do. And you just sit there in the corner, continue charging people $5 a month or whatever that he charges people, whatever. Or it's a $5 per video. Hold on a second. Let me see. Sorry about that. I'd send a message to one of my friends. He was asking me about some. Mr. Forky, if you notice, Quantum prefers to stay away from my channel because he knows I will roast ass about him being a stolen valor. I think you should do it, home theater, man. I think you should expose him. I mean, everyone's doing it. What's he gonna do? Flag your video? Good luck with that. I think you should, honestly. I think you should expose him, home theater, man. Everyone's doing it, man. Everyone is doing it. Everyone and their mothers are exposing Quantum. He is like the biggest sensation ever. He is the biggest sensation since Nixon broke the Watergate. Um, Listen, Nixon was nothing. He was a good guy. When you look at our current state, right? Yes, he was a kind of a crook because he got caught, but at least Nixon had the decency to resign. He understood he got caught with those tapes in that Watergate hotel, but at least he had a decency to to resign. So I don't think of him as a crook, honestly. He's not that bad. Yes, he made some mistakes. You know, Nixon made some mistakes, but I wouldn't say he was like a super crook. You know, he just made some mistakes, bad calls, bad judgments. Bad decisions. I think it was the bad decisions that he made. And of course, he got spied on, and Watergate Hotel, the famous Watergate Hotel, and the rest is history. Um, oh yeah, getting back to quantum. I'm sorry. Getting back to quantum, our favorite subject. Yeah, you should definitely home theater, man. You should do a video about him. Uh, you should call him out on that. If he was a Marine, then he needs to prove it. He needs to prove it. If you are a Marine, um, like, oh yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to show your DD214. You don't want to show that because you do have your very sensitive information on there, of course. But for example, like look at a Devil Dog gamer. Like he's a former Marine, and he doesn't hide the fact that he was a former Marine. You can look him up and you can see that he was a former Marine, and that he graduated from, Paris Island and all of that, that he's a Marine. Uh, so these guys, that they were Marines, you know, but quantum just hearsay, 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 no evidence of anything. Yeah, I wouldn't show that 214 DD 214 card to anybody. You know, Definitely not on a public, on the internet. Uh, because you got a lot of sensitive information on there. Your social security, other stuff. You definitely don't want to show that. But you don't even have to do that. You don't have to show your DD 214. There's other ways he can prove that he graduated from Paris Island. There's a ceremony photos, right? So forget about the DD 214. That's just if you want to prove that, that you are not stealing a valor, that you're not like a stolen valor type of a fake guy. But there's other ways you can prove. Like there's a ceremony when you graduate in Paris Island, you know. Everyone's there. There's photos. Families can come to see you. They can take photos with you. You can show the photos. Exactly. He can show the photos of graduation. That's it. That card, that 214 card, that's only if, you know, there's some legality for the legality reasons, and you're being asked by authority, and the authority is asking you where's your DD 214, then you can show it to them. But that's like maybe on those occasions. However, he never showed his photos. Like, where's your photos of you graduating, you posing in front of the American flag in their uniform, photos from the ceremony, none of that stuff. There you go. You have a picture of you and your ACU with the American flag in the background. Exactly. Respect and self-discipline. That's true. Military teaches that. Respect and self-discipline. Quantum has none of those. That's why I laugh about it. I didn't even know that he said that. I find out from Westside Tech on his channel that he claimed that he was a Marine, that he was a U.S. Marine, and I'm like, no way, dude. This guy, no way that he was a former U.S. Marine. There's just no way, dude. So I knew that was not true. There's no way he's a Marine. Now, photographer, that's something I could have maybe believed, that he maybe did go to photographer school, but where's the evidence of that? Like, which institute, which art institute did you graduate from? Let's say you went to art institute to get that photography degree. Where's that photography degree? Which art institute did you go to get that photography degree, to be a professional photographer? Where did you go to? He has no evidence to prove that either. So where exactly, where's the evidence of that? And if you are a professional photographer and that's what you do for a living, well, do share. Please do share. Quantum, please do share your work. We all want to see your work. I'm interested, dude. Maybe I like some of your photos. I don't know. But please do share your work. Why are you hiding your work? I wouldn't hide it. If I was a professional photographer, I would be probably out there with the NFT trying to make some money, trying to sell my work, get some biddings from the NFT, see how far the biddings can go so I can sell my photos, so I can get hired by other companies to do photos. I would expand my company. I would expand my trademark of my photography. Maybe I would get hired by, I don't know, some Hollywood studios to do a principal photography or something in one of their movies or TV shows or what have you, right? I wouldn't hide that kind of stuff. That's something you should be proud of. That's something you want to share. That's not something you want to hide. So everything about this guy Quantum, it's a lie. And he's doing this to himself. He's the one who's talking about this. He's the one who's doing this to himself. We could care less. But if you're going to say it publicly, Quantum, if you're going to go out there and say it publicly that you're a former Marine and you have no evidence to back that up, and if you're going to go out there publicly and say you're a professional photographer and you have no evidence to back that up, well, Quantum, you know what you are? You are just that. A fake. A fake, dude. And everybody can see that. I don't understand how people who pay $5 for your BS $5 bleeding color vivid mode presets. I don't know who these individuals are that are paying for that. But that's fine. Hey, if they want to pay for it, they can pay for it. But I don't think your subscribers really know who you are. And I think that's the thing, home theater, man. I don't think his subscribers really know who this guy is. I don't think they know his past. I dealt with this guy. I know who he is. I dealt with this guy in the past. But I don't think the people who are paying him $5 for some bullshit, vivid mode, over bleeding color, vivid mode preset. I don't think these guys know who this guy really is. What kind of pathological, narcissistic liar and manipulator and a smooth talker bullshitter, bullshit artist. You know what he is? He's a bullshit artist. There you go. How's that? We got a new name for him. His new name, it's bullshit artist. That's the new nickname. Welcome aboard, bullshit artist Quantum. It's unbelievable, man. It's funny how always my live streams, even in 2 hours right now, we always manage to somehow go back to quantum. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh yeah. And what is it that he said about his preset? He said that his presets are like professional, like value or something. I don't know. Grade A professional value, whatever the hell it is that he said. Some shit like that, you know. Professional value. Like what professional value is he talking about? That fucking guy, man. That's what he does, man. He uses the exposure. I know what he's doing, dude. He uses the exposure on his camera and he lowers the exposure to the point where people will start believing when they look at that video. Oh my God, look at those black levels. Oh my God, look at that color. Looks three-dimensional. He is appealing to village idiots, basically. He's appealing to people who are village idiots and they don't know any better. They don't know, and you really can't blame the village idiot. Village idiot's a village idiot, It is what it is. But, he knows that's who his audience is, are the village idiots, the ones they're not gonna be able to figure out just how badly he's screwing them over, you know. And they're more than happy to participate to give $5 and also give money to that nonprofit, whatever that fundraiser is. But you know what? No one really cares about the fact that he's bullshitting people, the fact that he's making his money on YouTube by bullshitting people with televisions. No one cares about that. None of us would give a shit about that. I didn't care. If people want to give him money, that's their choice. I could care less. What what bothers a lot of people is the fact that this guy's a scumbag and he's doxing people. He's putting people's private information out there. He's working with some of these hackers and They're putting all this information out there about this guy, about that guy, about this person. And that's the scum shit that this fucking guy is doing. And that's what people don't like about him. It's that lowest of the lowest level of a scumbag that he is. But him making these bullshit videos about televisions, I could care less than two shits about someone paying $5 to him to use those presets. I could care less. We don't care about that. That's not that's not why people are after him. It's not because of that. It's because of his nature and his personality and what he has done in the past. You know, how many people he has screwed over. Even Westside Tech. Him and Westside Tech had a war for 3 years. And I condemned Quantum TV. I condemned him for uh, doxing. You know what he did? You know what he did? Home theater man. He made a video, like a 5 minute or 6 minute video, like a commercial advertisement. He was showcasing exactly where Westside Tech lives in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles County, okay. Somewhere in Los Angeles County. I'm not going to tell you exactly where that was, but he made a video where he exposed and doxed Westside Tech, and he advertised exactly where in Los Angeles County he lived. The apartment number, the whole thing, everything was there. And I reported that video. And YouTube took it down. And then I told Westside Tech, hey, listen, man, this guy is trying. And then Westside Tech got mad at me because Westside Tech thought that I might have something to do with it, that I was in cahoots with him, that I was his friend. Listen, we were never friends. He pretended to be my friend, but we were never friends. He's the one who was pretending to be my friend. But we were never friends. I just want to clarify that. I know there's a rumor out there, people saying, oh, I think Quantum and Mr. 4K, they were friends. No, we weren't friends. We were like just some guy that came onto my YouTube channel and he was kissing my ass because he was trying to use me to get to Westside Tech. Because me and Westside Tech at the time, we had our differences, we had our fights. We didn't like each other because he was telling me what to do on my channel, and I didn't like the fact that Westside Tech was telling me what to do on my channel because it is my channel. No one tells me what to do on my channel. He wanted me to be focused more on a home theater and speakers and that kind of shit. And I said, well, I'm not about home theater. And I was being honest, home theater, man. No offense to anybody. I said, I'm not focused on home theater and receivers and speakers and stuff like that. I'm mainly focused on television and some other things. But Quantum TV jumped in to side with me so that way he can use me to go after Westside Tech. And that's why I condemned him. I condemned Quantum because he did the worst of the worst. It's a one thing to roast somebody, right? Like the way I roast Anthony Kenneth Bishop. I make these roasting videos with a Heath Ledger Joker, right? That's a one thing. But when you start, blackmailing people, when you start doxing people and putting their personal information where they live and making a goddamn video and putting it out there on the YouTube, that, my friend, is breaking the law. That's breaking the law. You can't do that shit. And I condemned him. As soon after I condemned him and that video was taken down, guess what? Guess what? He makes another video publicly. And he also makes it in the community forums on his second channel, Quantum TV something, Apotheosis, whatever. And then he says, Mr. 4K, I believe he's buying subscribers. He's buying subscribers. It's impossible for this guy to have such a low count of views and have this many subscribers. He must be buying subscribers and all that shit. And of course, that's not true. I'm not buying subscribers. If I was buying subscribers, why would I be stuck at 45,000? If I was buying subscribers, why wouldn't I be out at 100,000 by now? Don't you think by now I should be at like 100,000 subscribers if I was buying subscribers? So he started talking all this shit about me like buying subscribers and all this shit, all this nonsense. See, this is the part you guys don't know about. See, there's a lot of stuff that Review Tech USA doesn't know. I wish that Review Tech USA would bring me on to his live stream so I can tell him about this stuff. There's so much that you guys don't know. I think he should bring me and Westside Tech. I think that Review Tech USA should bring me and Westside Tech so we can tell them exactly who this guy is and what he did in the past. You know, if he wants to, I don't know. Yeah, but he made it look like we were friends. He made it look like, oh, we are friends, we're buddies, and all that shit. Even though he lives in Florida, he's not that far from me, to be honest with you. But I don't care that he lives near me. I could care less about him. You know what I said to him one time? I say, you know what, man? I said to Quantum one time, I said, hey, Quantum, we don't live that far. It's maybe 45 minutes to 60 minutes drive. I don't know, something like that. If you know where I live, dude, then come knock on my door. No one's knocking on my door. Come see me. If you know where I live, if you got my address, if you got everything, I mean, what's stopping you getting in your car? I don't care. That's a 45, 60-minute drive, 1 hour. It doesn't matter. Come here and let's talk. Let's talk. Let's turn on the camera like this. Let's talk. And I'll, order some food. I'll get some drinks. I'll get some drinks to you and your wife, and we'll talk. And we'll talk. What's the problem? So, but guess what? I don't care. He doesn't care. He pretends that he cares, but he doesn't. I don't care, you know, because we're not friends. He could be living next house to me. I could care less, you know, because, he's not my friend, you know. See, but he's the guy that cares. He's the guy digging up all this information about me, where I live, my previous addresses, where I lived in this house, where I lived in 2016, where I lived in 2017, where I lived in 12, where I lived in 2008. He's the one digging up all this shit through my credit records and all that crap. I know what the fuck he's doing, you know, and I know how he's doing it. But he's the one that's doing this shit. He's the one going through all of this hassle, all of this garbage, digging up all that shit so he can use it against me while he's hiding behind that, Deadpool mask or whatever. Thank you, man. You're definitely my friend, brother. I consider you a friend because you're honest. You're being honest about, who you are. Uh, and to me, that right there tells me everything I need to know about a person. To me, honesty is the most important thing. To be able to trust somebody, there has to be an honesty. Without honesty, there can never be any trust, man. You know, for sure. I don't care about him. Your real name is Alexander, and my real name it's Eden. Edin, Eden. So I mean, I'm sure everybody knew that. Well, they call me Eden here, but in the originality, they call it Eden. It's Eden, but majority of people in America call me Eden. It's just it is what it is. And I know Eden, it's Edein. Eden, right? Uh, yeah, actually it's Edin, but here they pronounce it Eden. They call me Eden for whatever reason. Believe me, I know it's weird, and I tried to correct people. I know Deacon knows. Deacon knows it's Eden, like Edinburgh. Edinburgh, like that. In Scotland, there's that place called Edinburgh. It's Eden, and it's short for Edo. But people always keep calling me Eden. Like no matter what. I can't. They can't help them. Like some people call me Mr. 4K all the time, and that's it. But it's really not Eden. But I'm okay if you call me Eden. I'm kind of used to it by now. But it's really Eden. Eden is like my real name. Eden. Yeah. Edinburgh. Am I Scottish? I don't know. I could be from Scotland. I might have a little bit of Scottish blood in me. I don't know. That's why Double Tap follows me. This is my Scottish brother. Oh, you were adopted from UFA Russia. Nice. You know, I was just earlier, I was talking about this regarding Russia, and I really don't like how people in this country are looking at Russia as like this, like Russian people as enemy. Russian people are not the enemy. I hope you feel the same way. I don't look at Russian people as the enemy. They're not the enemy. It's just that they're dealing with the regime that they have, which is the Putin regime. Not every Russian citizen feels the same way about Putin. You know, they all have their own, different points of views. But what can they do? This guy's dangerous. He's a dictator. He kills his own people. He poisons his own people. And the opposition, he poisons them and he kills them. Uh, Vladimir Putin's a gangster. He's a bad guy. There's no question about that. He's a gangster and he's a bad guy. But we can't generalize. We can't paint this picture to say if you're Russian nationality, you are bad. You're an enemy. I don't like that, dude. That's what really troubles me. To be honest with you, Alexander, that troubles me really, really troubles me so much. We're better than that. We're United States of America. We're better than that. We should be better than that. Uh, Russian people are not the enemy, and I haven't seen anybody from the government or from the administration or from the press conference or from the press say Russian people are not the enemy. It's the Putin. That's the bad guy. So that's the one thing I don't like, man. That this thing is general. Because see, this will play into his favor, Alexander. This will play into the Putin's favor. So the Putin on the May 9th, on that ceremony, on May 9th, he can say that, you see, they're calling us an enemy. They're calling all of you an enemy. And he's going to use that. That's what he's going to do. He's going to put that on the speech. And he's going to play a victim. He's going to see, you see, they're calling you an enemy, all of you. You're all enemies now to the Western world. And that's what he's going to do. And we shouldn't fall down to that bullshit, you know. And our politicians and our leaders should bear responsibility not to fall into that bullshit trap. Uh, they need to say it publicly. Russian people are not an enemy. It's the Putin that's a bad guy. That's who the bad guy is. The Putin. It's not the Russian people, you know. Yes, you totally feel the same the way you do. Putin's the problem. Someone needs to take out Putin. Absolutely, dude. You know, somebody needs to at least arrest him or put him in jail or something for the war crimes that he did in Bucha and other places and Mariupol. And, you know, somebody needs to arrest him. And just like they did with Milosevic in Serbia. You know, look, after the war in Bosnia, let me tell you something. I didn't look down on Serbians. I still had respect for Serbians. Yes, we were at war. It was a very bloody war between Bosnian Muslims and Serbian Orthodox that were fighting. I still had respect for them, you know, and I didn't look at them as an enemy. The war was over, and it was a unnecessary war. It was a stupid war, and all because of one guy, Milosevic, you know, Slobodan Milosevic. So, you know, so when I look at Serbians, I look at them as my brothers. You know, I don't look at them as an enemy, you know, because they're not an enemy. They want to live life. They want to enjoy life. Like right now, they're enjoying life, you know. People as people want to enjoy life. People as people don't give a shit about the history. They don't give a shit about the war. They don't want war because they know what war does. When war happens, people die. Innocent people die. And it's very ugly. There are no rules. There are no rules when the war breaks out, man. It's the pure example of hell. So, uh, and look, even to this day, Serbians, Croats, and Bosnian Muslims are all living together. They're all living together. They're all getting married together. They're all living together like they used to. So what was the point of that war, right? There was no point of that war. So it's important for people to remember that. Don't generalize the entire nation of people thinking that they are the enemy. You know, not all of them have the same views as their leader or as their dictator leader, you know. So, well, it's already been 2.5 hours. I don't know if there's anything else I can say. I was going to talk about my Nintendo. I like it. I using it. I play it, you know. Um, Here, let me show you. I've been playing a bunch of games. Uh, like I've been playing Nintendo Switch Sport. Check this out. Look what it says. Look what it says. It says Quantum TV, fan of Mother. I've been playing a bunch of games on it, man. I don't know if you can see it. Uh, playing tennis, Nintendo Switch Sport. Pretty cool. This is when me and Mamba were playing. You got to play Nintendo Switch Sports, man. It's awesome. It's so much fun, man. Look at this. Quantum TV. I made a character called Quantum TV, fan of Mother. I love this screen, man. Listen, man, it's such a beautiful screen. You guys have to see this in person to truly appreciate how awesome it is, man. Trust me, you got to see it in person. Quantum TV, fan of Mother. He is a fan of Mother. You got to go, Mamba. All right, brother, man. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna be going pretty soon too. You know, I decided, to jump in and talk to you guys a little bit, see what's up. I did one yesterday for what was it, 3.5 hours. That was a long one, man. Yesterday was a long one we did yesterday. Thank you, Mamba. Take care of yourself, brother. What did Jose say? Jose's been playing a virtual racing on my Switch. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm definitely gonna try it. Virtual racing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely come on Discord, Deacon, for sure. Because when I play Nintendo Switch, the only way I can talk to you guys is through Discord, for sure. Yeah. I'm gonna play the. I thought about playing the Days Gone again. Maybe on Friday or something. I thought about playing it again, dude. I love that game. I thought about doing it, man. And once I get my Steam Deck, whenever this guy ships, whenever this guy sends me the Steam Deck, I'm looking forward to playing the Elden Ring on Steam Deck. I'm sorry. Yeah, Elden Ring on a Steam Deck. Um, I would do it, but right now I'm like on my phone, home theater, man. Alexander, I'm on my phone, and it would be just difficult for me to like copy and paste it from my phone. But if you join me tomorrow, if you join me on my next live stream when I'm in my office upstairs, when I'm live streaming in my office, I'll send the link for you with a number and everything so you can add me as a friend. How's that? I'll send you the name and the number. It's Mr. 4K Upscaler. I just can't remember what the number is. Or you can follow me on a Twitter. You can follow me on a Twitter, your favorite Huckleberry, Mr. 4K Upscaler. You can follow me on Twitter, and on Twitter, send me a friend request, and I'm gonna add you, and then through Twitter, I will send you the yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it through Twitter. Yeah, 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 through Twitter. Yeah. So Alexander, send it to me through Twitter because I don't want to do it like publicly and all that. Uh, Join my Twitter, and then I will accept you as a friend, both of you, and then I'll send you my what you call it, Discord, Mr. 4K, whatever number it is that's on there. And that way, when next time we go streaming, if I'm on a Discord, it's Mr. 4K Upscaler, uh, your favorite Huckleberry, basically. Mr. 4K Upscaler, your favorite Huckleberry. I'm your favorite Huckleberry. Doc Holliday. Gotta love that movie, man. Gotta love that. I love that movie. Doc Holliday. I'm your favorite Huckleberry. When he tells to what's his name? The what's his name? Ringo, right? Ringo. That Johnny Ringo. Hello, Johnny. I'm your favorite Huckleberry. You want to draw down now? Hey, what's up, Red Pilt Trooper? Yeah, we've been Joe jacking for about 2.5 hours. Yeah, just chilling out, relaxing. Thanks, Red Pilt Trooper. What's up, ZVTV? Yeah, man, you got to relax. It's always important to relax. Where's my drink? Can't remember. Oh, there it is. It's always important to relax and, do your thing, have fun, and take life not so serious. Why so serious? Hmm? Mm. You shouldn't be so serious. You see, I know why you have these broad daylight, broad daylight group therapy sessions. You see, it's because of quantum. Cheers, brother. Me, I'm here in a Gordon's cage. I had nothing to do with quantum. You gotta talk to quantum's people if they are his people. Heath Ledger, man. Yeah, believe me, man. It took me a while to switch back and forth. Um, I was watching this guy. What's his name? Pretty cool guy from South Carolina. Uh, his name is I forgot his name, and I apologize. I forgot his name, but he played Michael Myers in Halloween and Halloween Kills, and he just finished filming in South Carolina and Georgia in Savannah, Georgia. They just finished filming with Jamie Lee Curtis. The Halloween Ends, and Halloween Ends is going to be coming out this October. So he was saying basically on one of the interviews or one of the podcasts, he was saying that he has the ability to switch off and on that character, that very evil character with a knife, very sinister character. When he puts on that mask, he says that he is a different person. Like when he puts on that mask, he's a very different person. And it's scary, sure. It's intimidating, sure. But that's what he does. He's a method actor, and he uses a method acting to achieve that level of fear. So that way it looks believable when you're watching it on the screen. Uh, and he said that he will never put that mask on for fun in front of people. Like he'll never do that. That's what he said. So the whole point is Sometimes you don't want to awaken that demon, whatever that character is that you created. You want to leave that character locked up somewhere and only use him when you need to use him for whatever movies, that you're making. What's his name? Jude something. Jude, I can't remember his name. But you guys will probably find out who I'm talking about. He played Michael Myers in Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends, basically. And I apologize that I can't remember his name. Oh, you got a Klipsch RP system. You also own a flagship Onkyo TXRZ 1100 receiver with a Emotivia base XA505 channel amplifier. That's pretty badass, man. And you got a 75-inch Samsung Q9OR TV. Oh, home theater, man. Oh man, you're probably gonna love watching Saving Private Ryan on that beast. Watching Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down on that thing. Oh yeah. I should play a Chernobylite since I got Series X update. Yeah, there's a bunch of games on the Xbox I need to try. As a matter of fact, I've been so focused on PlayStation and Nintendo and other things and Quantum and Gingerbread Man. I totally forgot about. Hold on, that was scary. Chernobylite. You're playing the Yakuza series currently. Can't wait to try that out. Yakuza Zero. I'll have to check out Chernobylite, man. That looks interesting, as a matter of fact. I'm definitely going to check that out. Maybe for Friday. How about that? Maybe I'll play Chernobylite on Friday. Seems like an interesting game. Chernobylite. Do you know my Chernobylite? You know. I used to do a Dracula thing. I used to do this whole. Uh, oh my God, Jose, please stop it. Stop it, sir. Please don't do this to me, man. Why you want to awaken the beast inside of me? Just you saying the ray tracing, almost the beast came out. Like this. Almost came out. Oh God. No, please. No. I really, and I said this earlier today, I really don't think, on my shadow video, I really don't think that ray tracing, it's a big deal. Uh, I know it's a big deal to some people, but I personally don't think it's that much of a big deal. I didn't think it was a big deal when it came out in 2017 with the Battlefield 5. I didn't think it was a big deal. Or was it Battlefield 1? Was it Battlefield 1 or I don't know which one it was. I think it was Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 or whatever, Battlefield 5. Um, and I got my 2080 and 2070 that I leased from that company in Texas that Review Tech USA was sponsored by. And I got to try those graphics cards. I get to try them out, and I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed with ray tracing, and even to this day, I'm not impressed with ray tracing. I just don't think it's a big deal. It's a gimmick. Even on a Grand Theft Auto, it's like, am I really gonna stop the car, get out of the car, and use a magnifying glass to look at the reflection, or a Hubble telescope to look at the reflection? Am I gonna really have time for that shit? For that nonsense? Look at that light behind me. Wow. Look at that ray tracing, right? Who cares, dude? It's just, I'm more interested in uh, a new engine, like Unreal Engine 5. That's where I was blown away. I was blown away by Matrix. I was blown away by Matrix. What blew me away was the photorealism. like on the Matrix, that Matrix demo, that's what really got me excited about Unreal Engine 5. And yes, the new Tomb Raider, the Lara Croft Tomb Raider, it's going to be designed from the ground up with Unreal Engine 5, and that's going to be awesome. So Crystal Dynamics can't wait for that, right? That's what what excites me, you know. That's what I'm going to be excited about. Excuse me, it's the beer. The day before, it's already open for early access. Is it? No, no, not the day before. I'm sorry. 7 Days to Live. There's a game called 7 Days to Live. It's available on the preview on the Xbox, but I haven't tried it. Alexander, you also have a Panasonic DPUB 820 4K Blu-ray player. That's a great 4K Blu-ray player. It's as equal to Oppo UDP 203 and 205. I would say more equal to UDP 203. Uh, to me, personally, I don't think there's anything better than Oppo, but that's just my own subjective way of looking at it. But Panasonic, it's the next best thing. Why? Because Oppo has been discontinued. They don't have Oppo 4K players anymore, and if you can find one, you'll have to pay arm and leg to get one. So Panasonic is the best thing there is right now that you can buy for like $600 or something like that. When I purchased my UDP 203 Oppo, it was around $600, and I bought it directly from Oppo Digital Store, and I got it like the next day, bro, with a nice little like what you call it, a little bag that says Oppo 4K UHD Blu-ray, stuff like that. Yeah, same thing with me, Alexander. I'm more excited for the Unreal Engine 5. I'm more excited for the Unreal Engine 5. Ray tracing is just, it's a little extra feature, like tessellation or, ambient inclusion, stuff like that. Space reflection can also do a good job, you know, not as good as the ray tracing, but it can still do a decent job. So I feel the same way. Now, I'm not against ray tracing, dude. If you want to put ray tracing on, put it on. But I wouldn't like lose any sleep over it if it's not there. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, you got the UBR X200 coming in for review on your channel. Uh, Rayvon is sending it to me completely for free. That's awesome, dude. I gotta go subscribe to your channel. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel right now. Hold on. How do I do that? Uh, Home Theater Man, go to the channel. Uh, I'll go subscribe to you as soon as I finish this live stream. Because right now, if I go to your channel, then this stream probably will end. Deacon says ray tracing is not a big thing. I agree. I agree, man. It's really not. Who makes it a big deal? Well, Nvidia. Nvidia really makes it a big deal. Nvidia is the one that's really making a big deal. And of course, certain developers out there who are pushing ray tracing, like with developers of Control from Remedy, they're the one pushing the whole ray tracing. It's really not a big deal. At least not to me. At least not to me. But here's the thing, Jose. Um, how many times do you really, I mean, do you really have time? Think about this, guys. When you are playing Call of Duty or when you are playing a Mafia Definitive Edition or any of these games, how often do you have time like to stop and look at the reflection? You don't have time, right? You're busy. Even on a Grand Theft Auto, I don't have time, dude, to sit there and watch the reflection. Busy. I have a mission to finish. I have to finish this mission on a certain time, right? I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm a busy, busy player trying to accomplish something on this game. So you don't have time to sit there and just, look at it. Let me see what time it is. It's almost 1 o'clock. It's been 3 hours, I guess. 3 hours, my friends. Oh, Top Gun Maverick and World Update 9 Italy is being released this month for MSFS. Nice. Yeah, finally Top Gun. After all these years, finally we get to see it. Can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be adrenaline rush type of movie. Any upcoming games you're looking forward? Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that vampire game, that RPG vampire game, Masquerade. I'm also looking forward to Evil Dead video game. I'm looking forward to that, Evil Dead. And I'm also looking forward to obviously Formula One, uh, virtual reality 2020, Formula One 22, virtual reality. Looking for that to hook up my Logitech G29 racing wheel. And I'm looking forward to, there's another game. My goodness, I forgot the name. I did say The Quarry. The Quarry, it's by the Supermassive Games. I'm looking forward to that. It's like a horror game, you know, like Until Dawn, same developers from Until Dawn and A House of Ash. So it's like one of those 80s slasher horror movies, video games. I love that shit. So I'm looking forward to that in June. Um, so yeah, there's games coming out. It's not gonna be a dry summer. There's definitely some stuff happening. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely some stuff happening. Mr. 4K, I own a Top Gun original in 4K HDR. It's absolutely stunning on my Q9 OR TV. Oh yeah. I have it on a 3D. I don't have the 4K HDR version, but I have the 3D version. And the conversion of the 3D, it's good, but there's only so much you can do with an old movie like that. The only thing that you notice, like when I watch Top Gun in 3D, the only thing that I notice because it's converted 3D, I'm sorry, stereoscopic left and right eye, stereoscopic 3D. The only thing I notice is the depth. There's a certain depth, like in the distance. Like you see the balcony behind me, there's a certain depth to it. Uh, depth. And that's what I experienced with the Top Gun VR, but it still looks good. It still looks good in VR, but don't expect that wow factor that you normally get from the Avatar. I think the Avatar it's still the best 3D movie. Period. I don't think there's anything better than that. You know, Avatar 3D is that the best 3D movie. Maybe some IMAX 3D. Documentaries about the Hubble telescope. Stuff like that. The one with Tom Cruise. That looks pretty good in 3D, but I would say Avatar 3D is the best of 3D movie. You know, and maybe I would put in there that movie with Sandra Bullock and what's his name, the other guy that was in there, George Clooney. That movie, I forgot the name of it. It was in space on a space station. They get hit by showers of meteorites and everything goes haywire. Um, Gravity. I would say Gravity is another good one to check out in 3D, but Avatar for sure, Avatar. Um, I don't know why. It's he's a strange guy. I like I like James Cameron. I mean, who doesn't like him? But he's a strange guy. Look how long it took him to release The Abyss, and The Abyss still hasn't been confirmed. Uh, all I heard is that he's working on it with 20th Century Fox Studios to re-release the special edition, The Abyss, in 4K HDR. And when that's going to be, I don't know, this year, next year, who knows? But I heard that he's working on The Abyss. And look how long it took him just to get The Abyss. He's also working on the Aliens Special Edition 4K version, and it's going to be a 3D version. So he's working on the Aliens 3D version. Most likely, he's going to release it on movie theater in 3D for the very first time. And he wants to profit some money from people watching the Aliens Special Edition remastered in 3D in a movie theater so you can see that big giant xenomorph queen. And then after that, after he makes his money, like he did with the Terminator 2, then he's going to go ahead and put it out on 4K, 3D, UHD, Blu-ray, and all that. I think that's what he's going to do. But yeah, the Avatar should be in 4K HDR. Uh, but we're going to have to wait a long time for that one, though. Trust me. Probably maybe next year, 2023. I have a feeling if he does release, if he doesn't push the date back, if he does release Avatar 2 this holiday, then chances are we'll see Avatar being released in 4K along with the Avatar 2 next year, probably in April of next year because of the Earth Day. You know how much he loves planet and all the hug the trees and love the trees. He loved nature. He loves nature. So most likely Earth Day, some kind of Earth Day anniversary, he will release it on April 20th or something next year, or April 22nd. You know. Yes, he's working on a True Lies. Yeah. So he's a busy guy. Well, the only thing I can tell you about the Avatar 2, um, the entire movie was shot underwater, and it was a very difficult movie to film Unlike the first Avatar, where you are surrounded by green screen and two 3D cameras panning around you, um, you still had to remember, like the actors had to remember where to stand. Stand there, you stand over here, so that way the 3D camera, two 3D cameras panning around can get the shots correctly. Um, that was still difficult, obviously, but this is even more difficult because you're filming the entire movie underwater in a big giant tank of water. And it's very difficult for the equipment, for the actors. Some actors don't like the water because, you know, God forbid something goes wrong, even though they have scuba divers there, professional scuba divers, probably maybe some Navy SEALs in there, helping out. But it was a tough movie to film because the entire thing is shot underwater. Kind of like The Abyss. The Abyss was difficult because The Abyss was shot uh, underwater. You know, Ed Harris talked about on an interview working on that movie and just how claustrophobic, how scary it was to film that movie, dude. Not only are you in this claustrophobic little, space, but at the same time, there's a running water and you're being flooded. It was a very shitty feeling. So he wasn't really thrilled on making that movie, The Abyss. But that's James Cameron, dude. James Cameron loves water. He's comfortable. He's very comfortable with water. Uh, so he loves water. He filmed Titanic. He filmed The Abyss, and he also went down to the deepest uh, depths of the ocean on that. What you call that trench? Ariana's Trench or whatever they call that in the Pacific. It's the what 10 miles or something like that. The deepest, uh, uh, the deepest lengths of the ocean that you can go to. So he went down there. He built a little submarine where he can go in to go down there. So James Cameron loves the water, and he's very comfortable with water. But a lot of actors don't like it. They don't like water because they don't want to have that feeling of drowning. Um, so apparently, Kate Winslet, because you guys know who Kate Winslet is, right? She worked with him on the Titanic in '96, and then '97 they released it. She said that she was able to hold the breath for like 5 minutes and some seconds. And that's the longest recording holding breath that any actor has ever done. She even beat Tom Cruise's record, which was like 4 minutes or something. So good for Kate Winslet. She's going to be the queen of the water again. Well, she is the queen of Titanic. So good for her. She's in a movie. Kate Winslet is in a movie. There is this new kid, this young kid, like a 14 years old or something. He's in a movie. Um, I'm not sure what his role is. Some people saying that's a Jake's son. Spoilers warning. A Jake's son, and what happened to Jake, and why isn't he blue, and blah blah blah, and how did this possible, and there's a lot of interesting stuff. These are just the rumors. Like we don't know exactly, what happened, what transpired. Were they able to bring these Navis to, to become also part of the human, uh, you know, host to host a human body? We don't know. I mean, there's a lot of. It's a sci-fi movie, so look, it's a sci-fi movie. Like James Cameron said, it's a sci-fi movie And when it's a sci-fi movie, there are no rules. Anything is possible, right? Because you're dealing with a sci-fi genre, so everything is possible. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure it's going to make a shitload of money. I wonder what Christopher Nolan is working on now. My demo movie to show in my home theater room, it's 1917. Oh, yeah. That's a really good movie. Uh, he did a great job, by the way. He did a great job. The guy who did Skyfall with Daniel Craig, uh, what's his name? Isn't he also a husband of Kate Winslet? Yeah. That movie was great, man. 1917 is a great movie. Those single shots, like cameras moving, no editing. It's a one camera movement, man. I love that. I wonder what Christopher Nolan is working on now. I know what he's working on now. He's working on the event that happened, and I'm the destroyer of the world, the Oppenheimer. What's the name of the guy? The German scientist. When they dropped the atomic bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Uh, it's about that. It's about that event, creation of the atomic bomb, and devastation of the atomic bomb. So I think that's what he's working on right now. That's what I heard. I should play Red Dead Undead Nightmare. I think I did play it. I think I did play it. It's on PlayStation now. I think I did play it. It's a lot of fun, dude. When everybody turns into zombies. All right, let's see. Sam Mendes. Yeah, Sam Mendes. That's the guy. He did the American Beauty. He did Road to Perdition with Daniel Craig, and then they worked again in the Skyfall together. Sam Mendes. Yes. You saw, Alexander said, I saw how they made the movie 1917 and they use $4.8 million IMAX camera to shoot the movie. That's amazing, dude. Think about that. Uh, and it's all in one shot. Like when that guy's running in the middle of the night and its explosion is going all over him and he's running and running. That was all done in one shot, man. Or no, he was being followed by somebody, by German forces or whoever, and they were shooting at him. Uh, that was a World War I, right? 1917, and it was good, man. That movie was shot beautifully. Sam Mendes is a good director, man. I like him. I like his style. I really do. And the Dolby Atmos on that movie, oh, it's really good. Thank you, Deacon. Yes, it's been a blast. Yet another night. Yesterday we did 3.5 hours, and today we did 3 hours, so 6 hours and a half, I guess, uh, of these vlog casts, if you want to call them that. Yeah, man, I enjoy doing these things, talking to you guys, hanging out with you instead of me just playing a video game. Because when I play a video game, I really cannot answer and focus on the chat too much because I'm focusing on a video game. Like this, I can focus directly on you guys. And when we're talking, I can see exactly what you guys are saying. World War One. Your grandfather was a survivor of World War Two, and he's a survivor of Omaha Beach. Man, that's got to be an experience that your grandpa will never forget. That he never forgotten. True hero, man. True hero. God bless your grandpa and all of his comrades that fought. That was a very crucial day, D-Day. We needed to get that dog sector in the Omaha Beach. We had to take it down to push in through the Normandy and France, so we can go ahead and then go into the deep into the German territory. World War II was very crucial, man. And I always wonder what would have happened if by some weird accident, if Hitler got a hold of the atomic bomb and we didn't. What would the outcome be? How terrifying the outcome would be, or what kind of world we would live in right now. Um, but, courage and heroes, it's something that it's not something you can create, it's something that is within you, is the courage that comes within you to do what's necessary, even though you know you're going to die, even though you know there's no good chance of you surviving, but you do it because of that courage and bravery to give your family a better life, you know. And that's what these veterans did. They died so that way we can have a better life, you know, rid ourselves from Nazis and all these idealists, crazy lunatics out there. But unfortunately, we still have some of them. We have, Putin. We have that other guy in North Korea. We got Ayatollah in in Iran. We got they're still there, man. These lunatics are still there. And you got Xi, but I don't know, man. President Xi, he doesn't strike me as uh, like a warmongering guy, but I could be wrong. And then we have a quantum, you know, of course, quantum. But yeah, speaking about China and Xi, Xi doesn't strike me as the guy that is like bloodthirsty, or he strikes me as a reasonable guy. Sure, he wants for China to be the superpower, sure, but he wants to do it in a way that it's feasible, where no violence needs to be used to get to that level. But you never know. I mean, look at Putin, and after 20 years, and look what he did. You never know about these individuals, man, how they're going to turn, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. Surprise, surprise, right? You never know. But I don't think Xi's going to do anything. I don't think President Xi of China will invade Taiwan or do anything in the South Asian Sea, because look look what happened in Ukraine. He doesn't want the same to happen to China, you know. So this is this is a lesson learned for dictators. If Russia is having a difficult time taking over Ukraine, then and they're a superpower, of course. So China scratching their heads like, are we going to be able to pull this off? Are we going to be able to do this? They're scratching their heads. So yeah, but you never know, man. You never know what these crazies are gonna do. You never know. Well, it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. I had fun doing this, guys, and I want to thank you all for hanging out with me, for being here, uh, and I'm gonna see you guys soon. I'll see you today. Cheers. Thank you, Alexander. Definitely stop by, follow my Twitter. I'll send you the my Discord. Thank you, Mamba. Thank you, everybody that came in. Thank you, Deacon. Thank you for subscribing to my membership. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. And of course, we also want to thank Quantum for giving us the unbelievable amount of entertainment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jose. And of course, Jose, one and only Jose, my one and only Dylan. I never get to the chopper. Or did I? Or maybe I was hanging upside down from the chopper. All right, guys. I gotta go. I gotta go. Ta-da! I'm out of here. There's a little heat joker for you there. Heat joker's gotta go to sleep. Yes, 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 yes. You see, even a guy like me, not a freak, but a guy like me has to go to sleep, you know? I mean, what did you expect me to do, Just hang around in that little Gordon's cage? I need to sleep. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Be good. Cheers. I'll see you today. How do you turn this off? There's the button right here. Time to turn off the camera. How do you turn this camera off? How? Where? Where? Come on. Where is it? Where? Quantum, are you here? Where are you? Down? Here? There? Over here? Where? Where are you? Quantum, where are you hiding? Maybe you are under this, let me see. Maybe you're under this photo here. Or this painting. I don't know. Maybe you're in there. I believe I did. And it's right here. It's right here. You know what they say. If you're good at drinking, never drink for free. Take care. I gotta go, guys. Have a good one.